Obviously not the result that we wanted or hoped for, but can't say enough about our kids' fight, about our kids' heart. Thought they played, with the exception of the first quarter, was really pleased with our effort and how hard we fought and how hard we played. And I thought we executed down the stretch, in special situations to get us to overtime. Unfortunately, we didn't make enough plays, especially on the defensive end. We didn't finish plays on the defensive end to get the win. But proud of our heart, proud of our fight, and we'll get back to work tomorrow and keep working and get ready for Murray State on Saturday.
You talked prior to the game about what concern about their post play. I think their two big players in the middle did not have a lot of points, but I mean they scored. How do you feel about your concern or your coverage of the play?
Well, I mean, Banks had 20 and Rates had 14. Yeah, and so, obviously, no surprise there. We've worked on it for 3 days. Didn't really have a lot of answers for her, for Banks in the middle. We did a great job getting her in foul trouble and keeping her on the bench for a big part of the game. She had 20 points in 18 minutes, though. So when she was in the game, we couldn't guard her. What I didn't think we did a great job of was taking advantage of when she was on the bench with foul trouble. Now, a lot of that had to do with us digging a hole in the first quarter and getting down 14. And so we had to dig ourselves out of that hole, and that took a lot. Scott, we have to start playing 4 quarters, and we know it. We've talked about it. We continue to work on it every day, and we've had one game where we did that, and that was the SEMO game, and we got the result that we wanted. But unfortunately, again tonight, we come out and we're down 14 at the end of the first quarter. So it took a lot of heart and character and guts of our kids just to claw their way back out of that. So obviously, we had trouble defending in the post, which we expected that. I think what's tough was the way they shot the ball from 3. We knew that Fallon Baker was a really good 3-point shooter. We knew that we had to close out on her, make her put the ball on the floor, and we ended up giving it so much help, especially when Banks was in the game, and that we didn't do a good job of taking the 3 away. She was 5 of 8 from the 3. As a team, they were 10 of 19 and shot 53% from 3, and I think shoot around 20 to 27% from 3 on the year. So credit them. They credit Austin Peay. They knocked down some big shots and made big plays at the end. And we didn't finish plays like we needed to. But again, there's, I know you get tired of saying it, and I'm sure the fans get tired of hearing it. But if anybody at the Hoop tonight, came to see this team play, they saw a team that plays hard, that plays for each other, that cares about each other. I think we're putting a product on the floor that our fans can be proud of. So I just want to encourage them to keep coming and keep supporting this team, because I've been saying it since November. Good things are going to happen for this group if they keep believing in each other and fighting for each other the way that they're doing. We've just got to do a better job of just the little things of boxing out, checking out, and finishing plays at the end for us to get over that hump.
Talk about the fourth quarter where you made your charge and the girl next to you just laid up the scoreboard. Was it to go to her? What were your plans in the fourth to catch up?
Well, I'll say this first. Hannah hadn't played the 4 for us all year. She's been at the guard spot all year long, and so we this week we tweaked a couple things, and we've had some trouble with depth and with foul trouble at our post position, and so we ran through a lot of things with Hannah. This week being at the 4 spot, and I thought, she played a lot of guard, but she also played a lot of 4 for us tonight, and I thought she was huge at both spots. And she is probably our most physical player, and a lot of times tonight she was on 25, and I thought she did a heck of a job, getting her body on her and pushing her down the lane to try not to allow those lob passes that they were trying to make into her over, and that's hard work. I mean, that is hard work. And then I thought, that the play at the end, that's a play that we work on it every day, and we worked on special situations, for probably about 20 minutes today at shoot around. We worked on that play, and Hannah did what a senior's supposed to do. She stepped up and made a huge play, but that wasn't the only huge play that she made tonight. So just very proud of her, and very proud of her attitude as far as being a senior and being willing to do and play whatever position we need her to play just to help this team. And I thought she did that tonight.
Hannah, can you just walk us through the last couple minutes? How are you feeling? What's going through your mind? What made you decide to take the shot?
Well, like she said, the play was for me to shoot the three, but I think actually Rate's 24 came out on me, and I just happened to get a little bit of room, and so that kind of helped a post player coming out on me. But I thought, I told them on the radio, our whole team was really intense towards the end of the game and really excited, and we were all into it. And I think that just our confidence fed on each other, and that helped, all of us, and not just my shot, but everybody else that was making shots at Kia at the end. And I think that was just our confidence feeding on each other.
And I was really proud of our team's composure. Even though we didn't finish the game, I thought our kids played with a lot of composure, especially down the stretch. I think probably a lot of people thought the game was over with 40 seconds or so left, and I thought defensively we made some plays and hit some shots, and I credit our kids because they never stopped fighting, and they never stopped believing, and they never stopped fighting until that buzzer went off tonight. And so this is this team is growing and getting better, and we're a solid basketball team, and I'm really excited about moving forward through the OVC. We're going to take one game at a time. We're not going to focus on results. We're going to focus on the process like we've talked about this entire year, and we're just going to continue to get better, and I truly believe we're going to be able to surprise a lot of people. This is a good group, and I love this team. I love their attitude, I love their hunger, and I love their fight. And right now I'm not concerned about what our record is. We're just concerned about growing and getting better each and every game and staying in the process. And we're not just trying to build a team, we're trying to build a program. And I think if anybody was here tonight and watched this team play, they have to be excited about the future of this program.
Talk a little bit about Saturday, another big one coming in.
Yeah, I can't tell you a whole lot about Murray because all of our focus, we're taking it one game at a time, has been on Austin Peay. I'll take tonight. I'll take the film. I know they're very explosive. I know they're gonna push the ball extremely hard in transition. I know they've got an outstanding guard that we're gonna have to do a great job of defending. But again, and I credit Austin Peay tonight because they made the plays they had to finish the game. But it's not necessarily about our opponent. It's about us, and it's about us right now learning how to win. And we're right there. We're still figuring it out. But we've got to do all the things that we have to do: defend and rebound, play with great effort, take care of the basketball, for 4 quarters, for 40 minutes in order to get the results that we want. And, we've got to put together 4 quarters on Saturday.
You talked about their player that got in foul trouble a little bit, but obviously foul trouble played a big part of y'all's game as well. Several players you didn't get to go into overtime with. Talk about that.
Oh, absolutely. When Octavia Hickson and Trayvonna Brooks, aren't on the floor for you, and then, Hannah fouled out there, right at the end, but, not being able to have Trey and Shug was big, but we had other kids. Lindsey Jennings, I thought, stepped up tonight and played extremely well. 14 points, 6 rebounds at the guard position. Akia Harris, 12 points and 7 boards, 8 assists, and some huge plays down the stretch. I could just go I could go down the line. You know, I mean, we had a lot of growth from every position tonight. Obviously, you know, would have loved to have had Shug and Trey on the floor, but you know, that's where you have to adjust, and you have to have other kids step up and make plays for you.
And my last thing is just, you know, I want to elaborate a little on early in the game. Because, I mean, they ended up having more turnovers than you, but I feel like it was right at the beginning, those costly turnovers that kind of dug you into. Elaborate on that, getting dug into that hole, and how you brought yourself back out of it.
Yeah, and I mean, the turnovers to me were a result. Our mental focus was just not there. You know, at the beginning of the game. You know, we talked about it at shoot-around today. You know, we talked about how we had to come out and we needed to come out and get a great start. You know, we're not at a point where we can dig ourselves a 10 to 14 point hole and then dig out of it. You know, we're just not there yet. And you know, we almost got there tonight. You know, but we've our mental. Just our mental focus was just not sharp. I thought we looked very lethargic. That's why I called that timeout early. You know, I thought they came out. Obviously, they went into their big kid. They had put a play in. I'm sure they had watched us, that we had made some adjustments defensively. So they went right at how we were guarding, and it was a play that we hadn't scouted. You know, hadn't seen them run, but we made an adjustment, and then we went to our zone. You know, we ran a 2-3 zone tonight that we hadn't ran all year. You know, we literally put that in today. We started yesterday because we needed to work on our zone offense, and it looked pretty good. And so we thought, well, if we have trouble, we'll go to the 2-3. And we literally worked on it today. And thank goodness for the zone, because I thought that made a huge difference and helped us kind of start clawing our way back into the game. But yeah, we turned the ball over way too much to start the game. But I just thought it was just a lack of focus, and that's where we have to mature. That's where we have to grow, and we'll talk. I'll talk with our seniors tomorrow. That's where our senior leadership has to come into play too. We've got to make sure that in warm-ups we're ready. When we come out from tip, that we're ready, because that first quarter right now, I mean, it's been the last two out of 3 games. The Lipscomb game, actually last 3 out of 4, the Lipscomb game, SIUE, and then tonight, it was the first quarter that did us in. And so we got to fix that. We will fix it, and we will figure out what's going on. We'll grow from it and get better from it.
Thanks, ladies.